Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Flux podcast, episode 50.
Yay! One more
Yay!
week and we get a full year, I think.
Yeah, we
That's how it
do
works.
actually. Yeah,
2
next week is the
weeks.
anniversary episode. I'm glad it's not this week because fucking 3-man podcast, the anniversary. Yay!
That would kind of suck, yeah.
Yeah, pretty lame.
You guys kind of suck. I never suck.
But that will be next week, not this week. This week, like I say, we have a 3-man. We have me, Casey, your host, as always. You love me. It's great. It's nice. And we have Slicer.
Hello. I'm Sticky.
You?
No, not like that. I mean, I spilled
I was
Mountain Dew
gonna
on
say
myself.
somehow I feel like it's like normal status for you.
No.
You were saying,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I normally keep the lid on, or the cap, on my Mountain Dew bottles, and this time I didn't. And so when I shook it up to get rid of the fizz, I just sprayed it all over myself. Yeah.
Great. We are champions of intellect on this podcast.
Oh yeah.
And we have Ken. G.
Hello. Yes. Hi. I'm Kenchi618. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And the truth is, the internet loves Kenchi618. Except for when they don't.
Except for the Dark Lord Potom forums or whatever they are. Is that what they were? That's the ones that were ranting about you?
There are several.
Some people rant. It's really weird. I don't get it.
Right, sure you don't.
Sorry, I only just realized the hypocrisy of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that took a while to set in, honestly.
Yeah, I did. Right, so, as always, what we do first is what we're doing. So, what are we doing? Slicer.
Not a whole lot this week, actually. About the dispatch job, I apparently got past the first round of testing, so this Wednesday I'll be having a exam that I gotta go to, and
The most important exam.
yeah,
The drug
pretty much.
exam. The drug exam.
Actually, that probably is an important exam for fucking, what is it, police dispatch? Emergency services dispatch?
Yep. See, the thing is, though, I don't need to do very well. I just need to do better than anyone else that wants the midnight shift, which is ideal for me, but apparently not very popular where we live.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Doesn't mean I'm going to slack off, but still. Relieving to know I won't have to, ace everything.
Yeah. Okay.
And beyond that, I found my ideal weapon, finally, in Dark Souls. It took however long it's been since the game came out. I like curved swords, I guess. I like falchions and scimitars and stuff.
Seen those Red Guard? They have curved swords. Curved swords.
I have no idea what you're quoting.
Skyrim.
Ah, great.
It's a meme.
Oh, I get it, because the sword
You
is a
invoked it.
penis. Yeah. The problem with my weapons, though, is the ones I like the most and do the most damage and they look great, I need to viciously murder somebody for it. Not only viciously murder them, but I need to befriend them first and then viciously murder them.
Who's that
Yeah.
then? Also, curved swords were really shitty in the first game.
Yeah, they're better now because you could just hit really, really fast with them. It's the ladder smith guy. You buy all of his ladders, and then I think you buy his miniature, and then you talk to him, and then he gives you one sword, and then you kill him, and he drops the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying you have a Dark Souls conscience?
No, hell no. There is no
You see-
no single person in Dark Souls 2 that I feel conflicted about killing.
Yeah.
There is
That's
no
a
Priscilla
shame.
in this game.
There is no Priscilla, there is no Quelax sister, there is no Ray. There was no fucking... Who else? The guy from the swamp.
I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about. The guy who teaches
Yeah, I like
you
that guy.
pyromancy first.
Pyromancies. Yeah.
Well, no, okay. There's a bug in the I don't know this game's version of Blighttown, the sewers or whatever it's called, that heals your poison, and I like that. So I guess that bug gets a pass from me for being honest.
What? Do you mean like an actual bug or a glitch or?
No, I mean it's a giant ant thing, and it spews gas that cures your poison. It also erodes your armor very slowly, but I mean, unless you're gonna stand in it for 5 minutes, it's not gonna be an issue.
Oh, I never even went there. I just realized. Yeah, you're probably talking about the gutter or something.
Yeah, gutter. That's it.
Yeah, I never went there. I never got that far. Well, I did, but I stopped immediately because it's one of those bullshit areas, just like fucking what's his name's Wolf.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun for you.
No, that was when I was a sorcerer, and I'm not anymore. I'm fucking Dex build now, so it doesn't really make a difference anymore. So that was our obligatory talk about Dark Souls this week, because
Yeah.
we fucking need that every week, apparently. We
It's a
do talk
thing.
about it strangely often. I'm surprised that Ken hasn't even like considered getting back into Dark Souls now.
I do still play it from time to time, but I'm not so into it that I can contribute to these conversations in any meaningful way.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh well.
It'd be like the dude jumping into the conversation with four dudes that know what they're talking about just so he can belong.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you would be the newcomer, and thus you would give us the opportunity to give exposition and stuff.
What the fuck? What? Huh? Okay.
Okay, fine. Jesus, it was just
No.
a suggestion.
I'm fighting this red phantom, and he like bounced around the room. I don't know what the hell just happened.
Oh, it's called lag.
No, and not lag. I mean like a full. I'm in the second stage of the bell tower. So there's a huge wide open area, and he just bounced from wall to wall.
Hmm. Yeah. Apparently Slices still plays Dark Souls while we're recording, even though we've pretty much told him that doing things that use a lot of internet is a bad idea when we're recording.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. It's going fine so far, so until I find reason to complain. Which I will, and then I'll yell at him. But until that time, Ken.
Alright. First off, let's start with some good news, or depending on who you are, good news. My brother came back for Labor Day weekend, and he was recently in California. And not the fun part. Not the fun part. Like the part that's all deserts and nothing and no internet. And like the day he got there a few weeks ago, I was like, "How is it out there, Kevin?" And the first thing he said to me was like, "You know that like desert part of like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? It's a lot like that." And we shared a moment, and it was nice.
You mean there's a secret base that has a jetpack in it?
Well, he is in the army, so you never know.
Ooh. Ken, I think you might lose any argument with your brother from now on if he gets to ride with a jetpack.
Well, if he
Yeah.
brought it, it's not here. It's not. It might be in the trunk of his car. But then that argues the point. Why did he drive back here if he has a jetpack?
Well, you don't want to let everyone know that you have a jetpack.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do, actually. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Of course, I imagine that thing eats up gas like no one's business, so I can see why he drove. If he has a jetpack.
Yeah, it probably does. It probably takes like jet fuel or something.
Well, jet
Probably
is in
burn
the
your
name,
ass like
so
a
it's
bitch
safe
as
to
well.
assume.
Anyway, aside from my brother being back, I got bad news as well. I was preparing for a fight in the fall, and now it needs to be moved back to winter. Because there's no one on this card that is fighting in my weight class.
Oh.
Oh. That kind of sucks.
That's
Yeah,
a
it
shame.
does. Yeah, it does.
Especially considering you were on your weight cut already.
Yeah, and here's the thing, I don't cut huge amounts of weight, so they were like, "Well, you could always cut down to welterweight and fight there." I'm like, "That's like 15 more pounds. I'm not doing
Yeah,
that."
that's reaching starving yourself levels of weight cutting.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Well, you can fight at heavyweight." And I'm like, "I'm not going to do that either."
You
That's
fucking sumo.
I kind of want to see that.
Well, I don't want to do it. I've done that before. It's not fun. Didn't
Actually,
go
yeah, I
well.
imagine there are quite a few heavyweights in fucking MMA fighting. Which means there's the best chance of them being very, very good.
Well, not really. I mean,
No?
technique-wise, there's not a whole lot of them that are really super good. They usually just rely on the fact that I'm going to hit you harder than you hit me, and you're going to run out of gas first. They're really not very long. If they're long fights, they're really super boring, and they just like get tired by the second round. They don't have any more juice behind their punches, really.
Uh,
But if they're both like going for it, it's going to end within the first 5 minutes a lot of the time. Heavyweights have like a very high finish ratio.
fair enough.
It's a lot of stuff that I don't really feel like explaining because I'd lose you guys, and
No,
I
I
don't
think I
want to
got
do
the
that.
gist of it. It's very similar to boxing. And I know stuff about boxing, as I said last week, because fucking sports manga and anime.
Right.
Yeah, that's a legitimate source of information right there.
Probably. I mean, it depends on the anime. Some of them are real picky about the details.
Yeah. I think Hajime no Ippo is, accurate for the most part. There are occasions when it might be less so. But mostly it seems to keep things within realism and within the actual rules of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking, there was one fight where one of the fighters decided, "Hey, I'm going to jump on the fucking ropes and stuff." I'm not entirely sure that would fly in a real boxing match,
That's
especially at champion level.
aside from the fact that that's not really possible. They're not going to
Yeah.
let you. They're not going to let you get on the rope. It's not It's not like wrestling ring ropes that are tight and let you get on the turnbuckle or anything. There's no turnbuckles, first of all. Second of all, the ropes aren't that tight that you can actually stand on the ropes and balance on them.
No, it was something like I think it was this Indonesian dude that was like super agile, like watched monkeys or some shit like that. The sort of vaguely not quite realistic, but maybe sort of has a basis in reality kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So that was the general idea of it.
I would have to look at it.
Mm.
I should really start reading that again.
Yeah, it's a very good series.
From what you have told
yeah.
me recently, I need to start reading it.
Yeah. Yeah, for anyone that does not read Hajime no Ippo, if you remember my prediction from last week of how that would end, I may have been slightly wrong. Yeah, that world title match, that might be a little while in coming yet, if ever. Whoops. Yeah, that did not go the way I thought it would.
quite, no.
It's surprising to be proven wrong within like a week of making a prediction.
Here's the thing: you were right in your sort of prediction. You were half right,
Yeah.
and I'll take that like 9 times out of 10 any day of the week being half right.
Yeah, it was like I thought it would be the final culmination that would happen, but nope. Yeah. Oh well.
And there's pretty
Still a
much
good
nothing.
time
Other than the stuff I said, there's really not much going on. I updated like number one Hyperactive Knucklehead
Yeah, you did.
Master yesterday, or yesterday, last night.
And he said the thing too.
I don't want to repeat it.
You put it in the fic, you repeat it.
No. It popped you more than it popped me, so I'm not gonna. I put it in there just to see who would fucking point it out. You are the only one so far that's pointed it out.
Oh, okay. I still say you giggled when you realized you could fit that in.
Like I said, I chortled.
You giggled. Don't
No,
deny it.
I did not. Giggling is not something I do.
It is absolutely something you do.
I don't
You might have
giggle.
giggled on this fucking episode.
I truly doubt that. If anyone has ever heard me giggle, please point it out. Kenchi618 doesn't giggle.
Okay, there is a fucking challenge for you listeners because I know I've heard him do it before.
Yeah.
In fact, there are moments when I could specifically point it out, like the fucking Condom Depot thing. I almost guarantee he giggled at that fucking sequence of events.
I say I didn't.
I bet you did.
Then you would
Bet
be
you did.
wrong.
I'm never wrong. I'm just not correct at that moment.
Alright, so next up is Zero. Oh wait, Zero's out, isn't he? He's doing con stuff, which doesn't include us because he's lame. Yeah.
Plane tickets
Whatever.
are expensive.
Fine, Zero. That's fine with me. My brother brought home a fucking jetpack from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas land, so you know what? You can have your little con.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Where was he going again? I've forgotten.
I don't know. He
don't
never said anything to
actually
me.
know.
Yeah, it was a convention. It was fucking, I don't know.
I only remember him touching upon it. He never told me like where he was going.
Yeah, I think he said the name of the con last week, but like I said, like I said in the planning, I have not put up the episode for last week yet. There were things that got in the way.
Yeah, he did say it. I remember that much, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, oh well. But yeah, he's busy this week, so he's not here. And I just got an email. It's fucking...
Is it
one's
related
that
to
one?
the topic, or you just wanted to announce that?
It's related to a future topic in that it's one of the fucking things that I read. This thing.
Oh, well, alright then. That works.
Oh, it's the kind of meh one. Never mind. So, who's next? Oh yeah, it's me. Me. What did I do this week? The employment agency I was talking about last week that I was a dick to, yeah, they've continued jerking me around, so I'm less guilty about that.
Ah,
Go figure.
great.
My whole I'm an asshole and I feel bad about it is kind of, lessened a little bit when they kind of screw me around and give me wrong details and say I have a chance at something and I don't, and say that I have time to apply and I don't. Oh.
How could they possibly screw that up?
I needed to test myself on Microsoft Access to show that I know what I'm doing, and they said I could do that on Wednesday and Friday. I sent an email on Sunday saying, hey, I've done all the tutorials you asked me to and stuff, I know my shit, I can come in on Wednesday or on Friday afternoon or Friday morning if absolutely necessary, because that's when I do my volunteer stuff. So I sent that email on Sunday. It was a bank holiday on Monday, so no one was working, so understandable. Tuesday, they emailed me back at 10 minutes to 6, which is right at the fucking end of the working day. Like, technically after it for most people. Saying, all of the slots for Wednesday are filled, sorry.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, that's great. They never actually got back to me about organizing anything for Friday, and I... yeah, that was irksome. I don't like being jerked around a lot, you know. You might have noticed that from my rants about anything and everything. Anyway, less depressing topics.
claimed you didn't rant.
Sorry?
You claimed you didn't rant.
Yeah, well. I'm trying to think of something else that I did this week that doesn't include reading fanfiction, which is a topic later. Nothing comes to mind, actually. Wow. Go figure. Oh, that's depressing. I'm sure there was something else, but I can't remember what it was. Okay. So, we're moving on to the fucking manga stuff because we're there already. So, I have not read these chapters. These other two people of good reputation and stuff and things and cool guys, they have read these and they say I'm gonna be mad. So, I'm gonna take Zero's role of being the fucking blind read thing that he sometimes occasionally does.
We doing
We're gonna
Bleach
see.
Naruto like usual, or are we gonna just start with Naruto?
Hey, Slicer, remember when I said I wouldn't complain as long as
Huh?
things were going okay?
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't remember you saying that, but okay.
you now have a worse sound quality than fucking a phone call.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, okay. Hmm. It is starting to get irksome. Fair warning. Okay, so Bleach. Number 594. Fucking... fan art and stuff.
A little
Okay.
background for those of you that were not aware of what happened last time. Kuretsuchi basically broke zombie Hitsugaya's brain with drugs that apparently made him repeat the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, time travel drugs. That's the thing now.
Yep.
Hmm. Again, you have to kill him to move forward, but killing him only makes you stay where you are. But if you avoid killing him, then you're only going backwards. That was a good line. I like that line. This whole thing, otherwise, is kind of nonsensical
Everything
and
else
a little bit dumb.
attached to it sucks.
Hmm. Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay. We're now reaching the holy shit. Kuretsuchi is torturing Hitsugaya. That's the thing
Oh yeah.
that's happening. They are making very clear that that's a scream of agony. Thanks, Bleach. You know, for kids.
Hey, these are Japanese kids.
Yeah, they have a different standard for kids. Okay, I'm still reading ahead, and, So zombies, huh?
Yep.
Are they the bad guys? Because they just stopped the torture scene.
They didn't stop it. Spoiler warning, he keeps screaming.
Yeah, so... Being a zombie apparently turns your hair white as well. I just want to point that out. I mean, I know fucking What's-His-Name and What's-His-Name have white hair already, but Rangiku doesn't. So, we just got two captains and a vice captain show up, and they're all zombies now.
That answers the question of what happened to Rangiku.
It does.
It does, yeah. I'm satisfied with this.
It also answers the unasked question of what happened to Ukitake, I think that is? Or is it the other one? Rose, maybe? I don't know. And the knife guy. Kensei, that was it. Raises another question of how fucking Vizard managed to get zombified, but whatever.
It's universal skill, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I've stopped questioning it.
as far as the power scale goes, I'm pretty sure Kensei is somewhere near the top, having been a former captain and a Vizard, but, you know. Whatever.
I guess power level really doesn't factor into that. It doesn't matter how powerful you are.
I guess not, but I don't know how the zombifying thing works, so, you know.
I
Was
mean,
it
I
like
can
the
take a
bleeding thing?
guess, but this is pretty heavily Japanese zombification, not standard undead stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how that works either. I think it was something about her bleeding on them, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
So I guess if they're powerful, then they, made her bleed easy, and that fucking meant that they were playing into her hands. That makes some sense. And I'm pretty sure this isn't Ukitake, this is fucking Rose or whatever the other visored captain was. So Kurotsuchi's actually pretty depressed about the whole fucking captains becoming zombies thing. It's actually interesting to look at his
Yeah, I don't
character a
believe that
little
for a
bit.
second.
I think he's
Yeah.
just bored because he's seen this already.
Maybe. I don't
He
know.
specifically states that he's upset that they're interrupting his experiment, not that they're turned.
Oh, right. Well, oh well. So the Iran call gets sent in to do stuff, and yeah, we get a shot of Itsugai again. Thanks for that. I really needed the fucking blank stare with the wide open mouth and the blood all over his face. And
I think that's blackened flesh. It's not actually blood, unless I missed a page or something.
oh, there's some room for interpretation there, I think. So that chapter title.
What
Rub
is
dolls.
Rub dolls?
it? What?
Rub dolls.
What, what
Two
does that
B's,
even
by the way.
mean?
I
Rub
don't know. I
dolls.
read this fucking thing. I don't know what it means. I actually read this. I don't know what it means.
Um, I can't even make a joke. I don't. How do you make a joke from that? It's a joke already. Rub dolls.
That's something, alright.
Again, we don't know which side it's actually referring to. It could be Kurotsuchi's zombies, or it could be what's his name's zombies. So, either way, they're having fun with them, I suppose.
That's disturbing.
There's rubbing involved. So, yeah, I think in future I'm gonna have to read these in advance because I'm pretty lost for words on most of this.
Yep.
Yeah. So someone's showing up. See, that's why I need to read these in advance because I don't know what's fucking going on.
Alright, 3 of them are dead. 3 of the Quincy's are dead.
Okay.
And the one that did it is Byakuya, apparently.
Oh, great. Because that character hasn't outworn his welcome,
Definitely not.
having died at one point and come back because that's what people do in Bleach.
He's the new Jean Grey. Every week he'll die. And then come back for no reason.
You know, they should have let him die.
They should
I mean,
have, yeah.
I know they wouldn't have been able to do the fucking, oh, look, there's another superpowered guy that's come back from the dead and thus a super powerful thing. But that has outworn its welcome too, like, several hundred times over
I
at
was
this
gonna
point in the
say
series.
several times over, yeah.
So, I think it would have been a better idea to let the characters grow from the death that occurred. Like, all they have is the Captain Commander dying. That's a great and significant thing for the people that knew him a lot, which was Ukitake and the other one in the flowery robe.
Shonsui.
That's the one, thank you.
Yeah.
And Unohana. But Unohana died not long after that. So we lose her perspective. And the other two, we barely get to know at all. And I don't think we've even seen since he died.
Who?
Ukitake and whatever his name is.
Shinsui, I think. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Close
I don't
enough.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Because we don't see those characters. Why would I care? But Byakuya would have an effect on the main characters, because he's a character that they know well. that they've dealt with a lot. Rukia would be a serious it would be a serious change to how her character reacts to the entirety of this war. And that would have been much more interesting than having come back for some bullshit power thing so he can show up and be badass in a fight. Just saying.
Yeah. The big damn hero moment is kind of meaningless. More than meaningless, actually.
I mean,
It's
it
grown
stops
tiresome.
being a big damn heroes moment when you can count on 5 of them in every arc. So
Kind of the expected heroes moment at that point, then.
Yeah.
and then later on, there's what's his face? I forgot this motherfucker's name.
Hisagi.
Okay. Apparently, he's watching in awe of Byakuya curb stomping 3 of them off camera.
And then gets attacked by Bakia because he's doing this for Pepe-sama.
Another name that I may not remember, but I should because it's so simple this time.
No, he's new.
I've never heard of a Pepe before.
Yeah, he's new.
Except for the skunk.
He's
keep
new.
going.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to remember this person's name because it's so simple.
Pepe.
I assumed it was because of him. His appearance and abilities.
So Pepe.
And he raps, which is fantastic.
Oh god, another rapping guy. God. Okay. Remember when I said the thing about Bleach ripping off Naruto with the fucking superstar guy, I think it was? And the fucking lariat?
Yeah.
Can I just point out that we now have a character that is, to put it politely, dark-skinned, wears sunglasses, and apparently raps? And they just threw this in?
It's a pretty accurate description of him, yes.
Mm-hmm. Remind you of anyone? Specifically, anyone in a competing and much more popular manga series?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm at a loss. Who is that again?
Can't imagine.
But anyway, back on topic.
Yeah.
We had
Does
a
he
topic.
have octopus powers?
Apparently,
I bet he has
his power
octopus
is
powers.
to make anyone fall in love with him and do stuff for him.
Because that's
Okay.
not disturbing, and hasn't been done already.
So... Oh, that's really, really creepy. Because
Yes,
now
it
it's a combination of Killer Bee and Boa Hancock from One Piece.
Wait, what?
You don't read One Piece, so you don't get that reference, but
Suddenly I'm really interested, though.
I'll pull up a picture. It is the over-the-top fan service character.
Oh, okay.
Sort of.
I was getting all
Though-
excited she was a yandere, and I didn't know about it for some weird reason.
She is.
Oh. Well, cool.
Yeah. I'm just gonna send this link to the chat. By the way, her thing is that she looks down on people so hard that she's looking up.
which is awesome to me.
It is pretty fucking
Wait,
awesome.
what?
Yeah, she looks down on people so hard that she leans right the way backwards. So she's looking up while she
Oh.
looks down her nose at you.
That's... Huh. Wow.
Pretty good.
She also has an extreme distaste for small animals in her path.
Yeah,
Oh,
she,
okay, I get what you
literally
mean now.
kicks the dog a couple times.
Damn it,
Yeah.
now I have to watch that. Ugh.
Oh,
It's like
please, great
600
series.
fucking episodes. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Don't worry, it gets amazing at like
It
episode
gets
30ish. And then
Oh,
it's
great.
just
Only 30 episodes. 15 hours into it.
watch
long,
it
is
in watch it in blocks, fool.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I can't.
Well,
It
feel free
doesn't.
binge watching for the next 2 weeks then, if that's how you want to play it. Have fun with
Yeah,
that.
that's how it's gonna have to go. I can't watch things in chunks. It doesn't work.
Or, and here's the thing, to get the abridged version, skip all the filler, you can just read the manga.
I could do that, but I don't know.
You still get all the fan servicey parts.
Yeah, but it's not animated though. Fan service is better animated. If I wanted
Everything's
porn,
better
I'll just
animated.
look at porn.
We are super off topic.
We are a little bit. Let's get back to Pepe.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that thing. That's a thing.
Sorry, I got his name wrong. It's Pepe the Love.
Yeah. We need to link a picture that isn't from a place we can't link because people need to see him.
Pepe the Love.
Like, I don't know, just a Google search or something.
He's probably got a wiki page right now.
I would not doubt it.
I'm gonna just check to make sure Pepe.
Of course he does.
Yeah, he is. There he goes. Hey Pepe, how you doing? Okay. First link of the fucking episode. Pepe.
The
Fantastic.
what? Pepe the what?
Pepe Love. And he's gonna hang you with this rope of love.
Yeah, I'm really disturbed by the term rope of love.
Yeah,
Some people are into that.
yeah.
A lot
Shibari's
of
a big
people
deal
like
in
that,
Japan.
Unfortunately, see my mentality.
Uh, so, Stoner to L. Pepe Wakabrada.
You could read that name. You could pronounce that name.
I've pronounced worse, trust me. What, you've never had, like, trouble pronouncing Grimjow Jagajak? Or Ulquiorra Shifa? Or
I
fucking-
didn't. I didn't actually.
What the fuck was number 7's name? The really ridiculous one.
The one that started with a Z? Or was that 8? I don't remember who's who.
I don't remember. I just
Yeah,
know one of them had a
yeah.
really dumb name that was really hard to pronounce.
I really set them apart.
Aranjero, Arui, or whatever the fuck
That's
his name
the one.
was.
Aranyoro Arariari. And that is probably the right pronunciation, by the way.
As close as we're gonna get.
Yeah. And now we have a pretty girl, kind of, I guess, going Pepe Sama. Yeah. With kissy face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't these on the same side, by the way?
Yeah,
These two and Pepe?
yeah.
Yes.
Fucking Pepe.
Which makes this entire encounter kind of weird because he's attacking his own teammates. He's attacking
Yeah.
everyone, actually.
I don't get this entire sequence. I don't get it.
Apparently he wants everyone dead so he can get all the glory for the fight. He can get all the credit for winning. Because that's
I guess.
logical.
I think he just wants them all fighting over him. Something? I don't really.
This is not good character motivation.
Well, it does come out right out and say it. I mean, it's not like it's vague. Well, no, it is vague. That's the problem, actually.
All the credit and glory of what? Being an underling?
To someone that will eat you to get his powers back.
This is dumb. This is dumb. But that's the end of the chapter.
Yeah, oddly enough, Naruto can be a cooldown from this.
Yeah, and once again we have fan art of Burner Finger ready to get his finger on.
Because that's Everyone loves that. Okay, who doesn't
Mm,
love that?
yeah. Burnerfinger has become a fan favorite. I've forgotten what his real name is.
I don't even know anymore.
Boz B, I think was his
Busby,
name.
thank you.
I
Yeah.
think it's so simple. I have to remember it.
His name is Busby.
Whatever. Who cares?
Just remember Bubsy, the Bobcat, and you'll remember his name.
Do you guys play that game, by the way?
Yeah, it was shit. Well, I enjoyed it well enough, but it was ridiculously stupid hard.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Mm. Yeah. Didn't play the PlayStation version, though. Almost did. Dodged a bullet there, I swear. Friggin'.
What stops you?
Anyway, my dad said, no, you're not buying that.
Oh,
Not that he knew anything about games, he was just like, fucking, no, I'm not buying that. So, I don't know, save money, save me time, save me really, really sad time.
because he thought he was gonna turn you into furry or something. What?
No, I just didn't want to spend money, and I can kind of get that.
Oh,
Games were expensive back then. Okay, so Naruto, what number was it? 690. 690, really? Still. Okay. Naruto 690. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do this.
yep.
What's her name? Ultimate Evil, though really, really underwhelming Ultimate Evil, is doing a thing. What?
She's losing. That's what's happening.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Pretty
I'll
much.
take your word for it. Everything that's happening is so oblique, I don't get any of it, so freaking... What the fuck is this spread page? uh...
She's being sealed away. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a very strange, art shift there. Though I can't say I dislike it, it actually looks kind of cool. Like,
This chapter's not bad visually.
like an old mural or something, it looks pretty cool. Give him credit for that.
It's not the drawing that we've been talking shit on for the last year.
Hmm. Oh god, what are we gonna do when Naruto goes away?
I don't know.
Branch out, I guess. Find something else. There are
Yeah,
plenty of manga that are all terrible. We'll find something.
That is absolutely true. We should go back and just review like 5 chapters ago.
What?
Like, just a quick plot summary of like 5 chapters and say why this is good, why this is bad. A bit more general than this, going page by page, just, you know, read 5 chapters and take notes and shit
Right.
of some manga. I don't know which one, obviously.
Oh, you mean, okay, different manga, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the same one, like the 5 chapters ago of Naruto. That would be really confusing and pointless.
Yeah, like a different manga and just do it going by 5 chapters every time. I think that'd be interesting. Just analyzing the plot as we go along. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if we even do it. I don't know.
It depends.
So-
I predict Naruto is going to be drawn out for another 40 chapters, so...
Oh, how optimistic... I don't think I can call that optimism. That's not optimism. That's the lowest form of pessimism.
That's cynicism.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for, so...
Yeah, so now we have what's-her-name's lament of, why is this happening to me? I was only being a good person, helping everybody by killing everybody. Fucking bullshit motivation that makes no sense. And doesn't actually exist because we never really got our motivation in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
And now whoa, that's another spread. Double page spread, well, sort of. No, not really. They never really do that in manga, have you noticed? Like a full double page spread of just one panel,
Uh,
huge and
it's usually pretty defining moments. I mean, the reveal of the bunny ball was one full page, I think. I mean, I think it had two panels on the very bottom, but it was
One Piece does a
most of
lot
the
of them,
page.
I think.
it does basically what this is, and that's like one big panel and then a few little panels at the bottom. That
Yeah.
happens a lot. They don't really do the full page spread very often at all. Which is respectable, I guess. But it removes the possibility of just taking that page and making a copy or a print of it so you can put it up or something. Which is cool
You
to do
can
sometimes.
chop images, you know.
You can, it's just, be easier if you just pull the page. So what's going on in this incredibly busy panel right here? With the fuck, I think those are Biju, maybe?
Yeah, I think they're all landing or something, or pulling apart.
Okay. Okay, did Naruto just release all the tailed beasts?
Yes.
That's... I'm not really sure what to think about that. Oh wait, this is going to be the peace and love ending where everything goes okay and then old tail beast is super cool with everyone even though they're giant forms of destruction and stuff. Avatars of destruction.
They're not, though, remember? They're
That
just
was
fragments
retconned.
of the tree. They're not demons anymore.
Swing of a tail can destroy a mountain.
Doesn't mean they actually want to. There's a difference.
If they go for a walk, they will kill thousands.
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay, giant ball of rock. Oh, we're doing the meteor thing again. Yay!
Yeah, that's what they're sealing her into.
Yeah. Because this series didn't have enough meteors.
Of course not. I got a fever, and the only cure is more meteors.
See, I feel like you are referencing the sketch when you say that, but all I can think is Bayonetta at this point. Because that's where I heard the line first.
I didn't. I have no idea what that's from.
I think it's
What?
the cowbell sketch.
Yeah, cowbell sketch from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay. That I've seen.
Yeah. So the Bayonetta version is basically the taunt button in the game. And she does a little sexy dance and then says, "I've got a fever and the only cure is more dead angels."
Ah.
So all I
Okay.
can imagine whenever Ken says that, which he says surprisingly often, is
there is
Ken
no-
doing a little sexy dance. So
Ah,
thanks for that, Ken.
You're welcome.
Just clarifying what you're doing to me whenever you say that, and it's not a good thing by any sense of the phrasing. No, don't do that anymore, please.
Most people would pay for that kind of thing. I mean,
Some
nothing?
people would. I
No.
wouldn't.
I mean,
They
I've never
pay
been
to
paid
get you
for
to
anything like
leave.
that at all.
There's a difference.
Whatever. Let's just forget that ever happened and continue.
Alrighty then. I'm up for that.
Okay, so Naruto's gone off on his own as he tends to do because he's a prick like that. Teamwork and stuff, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
Shadow Sleeve.
yeah, he's basically calling the Shadow Sleeve a mommy's boy.
He is, actually. In my
Yeah.
translation, that's what he said. You're a mama's
Oh.
boy.
Seriously? In that second panel on the page?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you never wanted to have to leave your mother's side, did you? Yeah.
So does that mean
Yeah.
Shadow Sleeve is the ultimate evil?
Oh look, we got a panel of all the people that died, I think. I just want to point out that this page containing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 people are all the people that died in this entire series that included several wars.
Totally.
Yep.
Apparently, Obito has done enough to warrant being on this page. So, good for him.
Yeah.
And apparently Zabuza was a good person, so he's on the page too.
Hmm.
And Neji's father, who Naruto does not know, is in his thoughts and on this page.
I'm pretty sure
this
that's
is
actually
his
Neji.
thoughts.
That's actually Neji.
Huh, okay, yeah, it is Neji. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Neji.
Because he totally
Okay.
died.
Yeah.
Because people called him a genius and stuff.
Be on that page, Neji. I mean, it's the dead people page, but, you know.
He's
You're
dead,
on
isn't
it.
he?
Yes.
Yeah, he's dead.
I mean, it's not a good thing that he's on that page, but he's on the page, so get your shine, dead Neji.
Yay. Redemption. Ironic Echo. Yay.
His last words, Naruto, should have been, so was I right, or was I right?
Am I right or am I right or am I right? I don't know. I don't remember what that's from. I just know it's a line.
Fate!
I completely forgot about his fate thing.
Yeah. So, how many of these characters were memorable?
Two of them, on average.
Let's see.
People seem to like Zabuza and Haku, but they were literally in like 5 episodes of the anime. Jiraiya was pretty cool for the entirety of his stay in the series.
He raises a lot of stupid questions, though. Like, why is Naruto not cared for at all?
Yeah. The spy network is a convenient excuse in most fanfiction.
Yeah.
Then we have his parents, who... Kushina was pretty cool. Minato's kind of a non-presence until maybe the end of the series, which I didn't read, because we weren't doing recaps at the point where he was relevant.
See, he's pretty much a blank slate. He's pretty generic.
Yeah.
Like, there's really nothing outstanding about his personality at all.
Yeah.
He just teleports.
He is generic smart hero.
He's a
Yeah.
jutsu. That's his character, a jutsu.
And one they retconned into making so he didn't even invent it.
Yeah,
Still
that
pissed
kind of
about that, by
sucked.
the way.
It was cool when he was kind of a genius, but now he's kind of just a mimic, if anything.
None of his stuff is his.
The ceiling stuff was kind of Kushina's thing, which he learned from her. And the Hiraishin was a thing that he learned from, what was it, the second?
Yeah, second Hokage.
Yeah. So, he didn't really invent a damn thing. He was just a kind of clever guy.
And then he had the tailed beast thing as well, which was not his, and he somehow learned how to control while being dead. So, apparently they have Otherworld Dragon Ball Z training to learn to control that kind of thing.
Then we've got Saratobi, Senior. He was something.
He was, I don't know. Didn't really get a whole lot of time to bond to him as the audience, but he's important to Naruto.
Yeah. Crystal Ball thing was weird.
Yeah, a little bit. I actually have not seen that a lot in fanfiction anymore. It's weird.
What, the Crystal Ball thing?
Yeah. Like, have people just forgotten about it, or?
It's mentioned very occasionally for the sake of, hey, he's watching Naruto and stuff, but that's about it. So, he doesn't seem to actually use it for anything, you know.
Useful?
Yeah, like, you know, village security or watching people of interest aside from Naruto or anything like that. Just watching Naruto. Kind of creepy, actually. Yeah, so Saratobi Senior. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have... What was his name? I've actually forgotten his name.
Asuma?
Pain.
Oh, Nagato?
That's the one, thank you. He, killed everyone. then unkilled everyone. That was about the extent of his character's journey that we
Pretty
saw,
much.
anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some backstory, but it was all I could focus on was you killed my dog. Now I'm gonna destroy the world.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of wasted opportunity with that character, but I don't know. I don't know. I think he was just a weird character to include in the first place. But they had to do the super fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out thing with the who's in charge of Akatsuki? It's him. No, it's him. No, it's him. No, it's him. No, it's him.
No, it's
Thing.
Yeah, they
her.
really didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
We should probably move on, by the way. How long has it
No,
actually been since we focused on this
we're
one
just
page?
well, we're not actually going to go back and recap all of Naruto for obvious reasons. So I feel like we should touch on some of the more important points of the stories, which are the deaths. You know, it's kind of a big deal. And what else are we going to talk about? We've got a three-man podcast. We're kind of just filling time while we wait for Zero to come back next week. We miss you,
Fair
Zero.
enough.
We miss you so much.
If you were here, Casey would have never had to exposition that thought about me doing some sort of sexy Bayonetta dance because you wouldn't have allowed it. We need you back.
Mm,
No,
no, I think
he would
Zero
have giggled at
made
that.
that or just made awkward, embarrassed noises. Would have been
I
okay.
like to think that Zero is our moral compass, okay? When he's not here, stuff gets weird.
Yeah, it does. Oh well. So Neji and his fate thing, we've done that. Oh, here's a can of worms. I've forgotten his name too. Damn. I really shouldn't have forgotten this guy's name.
Who?
Sasuke's brother.
Itachi?
Itachi, that was it. Jesus
Itachi.
Christ.
How
I
the
am-
hell did you... What?
I woke up an hour ago, okay? Give me a break.
Doesn't excuse... Okay.
Yeah, so... That was a weird character. Because his motivation was all over the map.
And then retconned, what, twice?
Maybe. I don't know. We need to clarify what his motivation was in the first place.
Okay.
Did he...
Um,
Okay, at
Over-
first it was testing his capacity, which would be his strength, like see how strong he is. And
Yeah.
then it was Madara that did it, and Itachi just kind of went along with it.
Yeah. And it was to protect Sasuke? Or the village? Or
Both
both?
It
of
was Sasuke at first, and then it was the village once it became the council's orders, or whatever.
Yeah, this character definitely feels like it was retconned a few times.
Yep. Feels that way because it was. And not very well.
Yeah. I get a feeling the Shonen Jump character popularity polls might have had a little something to do with that, unfortunately.
Probably.
Those things are dangerous. For writers, at least. Because you know that the popular characters, the editors are going to push for those characters to be focused on a lot more. And if those characters are focused on a lot more, then you need to expand on them, you need to give them motivations, you need to find ways to keep them in the story for as long as possible. And to bring them back when they leave. So that
And
entire...
sometimes that's not possible.
Yeah, that entire incident with the fucking Uchiha extermination, that got brought back like 6 times in different ways because this character was so beloved and they wanted him to bring him back. Granted, it's an important event in the history of the series, but
Oh yeah. Just not that important.
they couldn't leave it behind, unfortunately. So, I feel like a lot of the plot got ruined just because he had to keep coming up. Hmm. Not to mention the other Uchiha, but that's fucking kind of whims. Asuma, Saratobi Jr.
He smokes.
He smokes. He does smoke. It's a bad
He
habit.
was
It's a
the
filthy
first
habit.
one Akatsuki killed, I think, actually, so he was kind of pivotal in that
Was he?
establishing the threat kind of thing.
I
I
thought
believe
Gar
so.
was the first one they killed, and then they brought him back.
Garo was technically the first person. Why isn't he in this picture?
Killed, then. He's not dead.
So they should take any technicality they can get to fill this fucking picture up. 11 deaths in 600 chapters? You kidding me?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And
Well, they're
then
not really
we have
counting all the little people. I mean, Naruto killed Dado, the guy in this first movie.
That was film only.
That was a
doesn't
death.
count. That wasn't in the manga. It doesn't count. No matter how much everyone says it's canon,
Sure.
it doesn't count. Also, he's a bad guy, so it doesn't count. Except for all these bad guys that are in this picture that apparently do count. Speaking of,
Because they have
Obito.
hearts or something.
Obito, you were... I fucking hate you, just for the fucking bringing up the Hokage thing a few chapters ago. I really fucking hate you. You couldn't leave it alone. Even when you were fucking dying, you had to bring things back. I hate that plot point. I hate that character motivation. It doesn't make sense. You should have dropped it fucking 100 chapters ago, if not more. Why is it still here? But, that's all the deaths. That's all the important characters who died. All 11 of them.
According
Entire
to
series.
according to this series itself.
Wasn't that great?
The shinobi history was created by all the ninjas. How they lived and how they died.
All 11 of them.
All 11 of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I suppose if you wanted to show the canon fodder, you'd have a, I don't know, mass grave.
Maybe. You never know. Maybe they recovered off screen.
Red shirts need love too. Okay.
They were pretty clear about the 50% losses or whatever. Exactly 50%. It was like 53 or something.
So then we get Naruto's resolve face, and we get the fucking bowl of meteor and bullshit. It's a new moon, I guess.
Yep. Wait, does that mean that planet has 2 moons now, or did the other one come down?
The other one was the body of Ten Tails?
I don't know.
Who fucking knows at this point? But Naruto just made a fucking moon. I just want that to sink in properly. Naruto just made a moon.
Yep. That is indeed what happened.
Celebrate, yay! Oh right, they need to go home because...
All this took place in like 6 different dimensions.
Yeah, they...
For no reason.
I actually kind of chuckled at that, actually.
Yeah.
Realizing they're in another dimension. It's like it slipped
Yeah.
them by until now.
That's true. Okay. These 4 characters in color, well, in black and white, but, you know, with shading, I think I know who these are. Who the fuck is everyone else?
Let's see.
Oh, and frowny face at the bottom left is fucking what's his name? Sage bullshit guy.
Yes. One's like the second Mizukage. One is Yagura. One is like, God damn, what the fuck do people have to do with this? These are like all the old Kage.
Oh, okay.
What
Did
the
they
fuck
get
did
resurrected again?
I don't know. I don't. It's like their souls or something. They're like made of flame or something from the way they look. They're fucking souls, I guess.
I I think he revived them, or somebody did, or I don't
I
really
hate
understand
this series. I
how
hate this
that's
series.
going.
I hate this series. I hate this series. I hate
I
this series. I hate this series. I hate this series. I hate this series.
apparently
So
it's
you
all
said,
power one gigantic summoning. And what did that summoning do, you might ask? Well, I'll tell ya.
Holy shit! It's Full Metal Alchemist.
what?
They're going to do a Full Metal Alchemist. They're going to summon God or something.
Oh,
It's a giant
no.
ceiling array.
You
It's
wish
a
it was God.
transmutation circle all along. God damn it. So what's going on?
They summoned back Naruto, Sakura, Kakashi, Sasuke, and all the tailed beast before the moon hit the planet and killed them. Or something. I don't know. That was going to happen or whatever. From the picture, it looked like that
Wait.
was about to happen.
Wait, so they made a new moon in the other dimension?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just about to... That? Okay. That's one way around it, I suppose.
I guess that's kind of a very... That's actually, as, you know, security measures go, making it in another dimension is a pretty good one.
Sort of. I mean, can he travel dimensions, though? I'm not sure if that was ever...
No.
Or it was just his mom that could do it.
It was just the woman that could travel dimensions.
Yeah. So, I guess Kakashi is the only one that could, you know, go face heel turn and fucking end the world again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless he is actually an Uchiha now. And could pass it down or something.
Yeah. That's a bad thought.
Oh, and Sasuke's alive. I forgot that Sasuke's alive. He could probably do that too.
Still hoping he's
Sasuke's-
sterile.
Sasuke's alive at the end of the series.
Of course he is.
So many people's dreams were crushed with that sentence.
Mm-hmm. Mine. I'm one person.
Hmm.
My dreams!
Okay, so congratulations on saving the world.
Yay.
Okay, taking bets on how many chapters are left.
I don't care.
Come on, I want to write it down.
I'm gonna say 30.
This chapter will end on chapter number... It's 690 at the moment.
So, 720.
720. Okay, that's Slice's guess.
693 plus epilogue.
Okay, so... Slicer...
I'm trying to be positive about this.
720. Kenchi was 693, was it?
Plus epilogue. I'm trying to be positive about this.
I'm gonna say... They're gonna finish it at a nice round 700.
That's what I thought you'd say.
And we can get Zero's guess when he comes back. Assuming that it doesn't end next week.
Yeah, that's unlikely.
That's a nice thought though, isn't it?
You know, I just realized this entire chapter was basically, you are the best, you are the hero, congratulations.
You're the best around. I'm never gonna keep you down.
I mean, it's essentially just people congratulating the team,
Yeah. Great.
mostly the Sage, but I mean,
Yeah, can he fuck off now? Can we move past his bullshit? See, I don't think it's sunk in yet that the series is ending. Because I'm asking for that bullshit plot to be ended so we can move on to something else. There's nothing else to move on to. It's all
not
over.
really.
It's all over.
No, there's one thing, and it's going to be the bane of your existence.
Eh?
Who's the next Hokage, of course?
I thought you were meant like Sasuke's lack of trial or any sort of punishment for actual treason.
And that's
and
a
going
part of it
AWOL in a
because
military
and that's
village,
a
but
part of it. Remember, because he
And,
said
and
he wants
killing
to
the
be
sixth
Hokage.
Hokage. I actually
right.
forgot he legitimately did that.
He did, didn't he? Wow.
He actually killed a Hokage. Wow, that is the greatest bullshit ever if, they don't acknowledge that in the slightest.
Hey. You keep what you kill. He wants that seat. All you gotta do is kill the person who's there first, apparently.
Hmm. Speaking of, is Tsunade still alive?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah? Okay. What's she doing
I
these
don't know
days?
how. I mean, she really relied on that healing seal
It's
thing really heavily.
Orochimaru did something.
Yeah.
Ah,
So what's she
great.
doing these days?
I don't know. She's stuck to the tree like everybody else.
In the tree. Yeah. The tree thing. What was she doing before that?
Um, Showing up with everybody else.
Huh.
Only to get stuck to the tree. Like everybody else.
I know I point this out every single time, but can I just mention how all of the strong female characters in the series got put on a bus except for Sakura?
That I can kind of excuse that because this is Team Seven's moment.
I guess, but still. Also, the ultimate evil was a woman.
What the fuck happened to
I
Yamato?
guess.
What did? Oh,
The
he got
sword?
killed by
Is he
fucking bullshit dude,
was he
the snake guy.
is he dead? I thought he was
Oh.
just stuck in the tree.
No, he's
Is he-
totally dead. He
Oh.
got used to fucking make the Zetsu stronger,
All right then.
Oh,
but he
yeah,
doesn't get put
okay,
in the
yeah.
panel.
Yeah, he doesn't get a panel at all, does he?
No.
Okay, that's like Sergeant Keyes from Halo. That is a horrendous way to go.
Yeah, pretty much. And yes, I am eating at the moment. Uh-huh.
I keep chugging Mountain Dew to keep myself awake, so I can't really talk.
What kind of Mountain Dew?
Regular.
Okay. Hey Casey,
Ew.
you still eating?
Yeah.
Hit the guy's pain face.
Okay.
Nothing?
I don't
You don't
think
flinch?
that works on it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're an hour and 10. We might not actually have to use any of these topics. Yeah. Uh, we actually have one link so far. That's Pepe. But we're
Great.
gonna fix that with Casey's Fun Time Fic Talking Time because I had to come up with a name for this shit on the spot. So
You didn't need to, but thanks for doing so.
You're welcome. So I read a lot of fanfiction this week. So I'm going to talk about all of it in one fell swoop. Just shoom. Talk about all of it. Because some of it's interesting and worth talking about. So, first on the list of 7 fics that I read is called Eighth the Dragoon by Arixum. That's a hard name to fucking spell. Jesus. And that is a high school DxD fic. Sort of.
Yeah, it counts. I mean, it's mostly high school DxD.
Yeah, I don't know what else it is, though. It's high school DxD, but it adds another element that might, in fact, be original. So, Issei is, he's the fucking Red Dragon Emperor, whatever it is. But basically, he absolutely takes entire control of that power, beats Thraig, and becomes one of the most powerful people on the planet. People as in humans. And the most powerful people on the planet consists of 8 people that are called hunters, I believe. Predators, something like that. and they basically save the world when cataclysmic events happen. They're also colossal dickbags.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, this fic actually delves into a lot of concepts that are actually kind of interesting to me, because Issei is the new guy in the strongest people in the world club. And that means that he has to do things their way. And he does not get a say in this. Their way consists of being ready and willing to kill anything at a moment's notice.
Honestly, even if it's forced, I'm kind of glad he isn't being pacifistic.
True, but there are a lot of unpleasant methods to get him that way. This fic does not pull any punches. Like, at all. So, I want to congratulate this author on being fucking amazing at creating an original character that is likable, and then having the absolute balls to then kill that character.
Alright. Is it as gruesome as one can be expected for the scene you're painting?
Not gruesome, but it doesn't hold anything back from explaining how unpleasant it is for her. She dies very painfully.
It's
Great.
jarring, one could say.
And, yeah, strongest people in the world, they totally get what they want from that.
Did they orchestrate it, or is that
Yep,
spoiler?
the entire thing was orchestrated to make Issei a cold-blooded killer.
Huh.
And it worked. Yeah.
Well, alright then.
So, again, congratulating that author on incredibly large balls. Like fucking beach balls, we're talking. Yeah. So, it's 5 chapters long. Just to get the basic...
Wow, it's only 5 chapters, and you.
It's 5 chapters long at 76,000 words. And is currently updating, I believe. August 22nd was the last update. And it's a damn fine fic. I mean, really. Like, as soon as I finished reading it, I said, as I tend to do when I find really great fics, I said I was immediately going to recommend it on this podcast because it's that good. So, if you know anything about High School DxD, I absolutely recommend you go and read this fic. Original elements be damned, they're amazing. Well, they are great, at the very least. Original character be damned. She is also a very likable character. Very entertaining. And you are actually probably going to miss her presence when she's gone.
I'm
Which is
on
probably...
chapter, I think, 3, and
Yeah.
the only complaint I have so far is Issei still gets killed by, what's-her-face. To the fixed credit, though, he does immediately realize his mistake of letting his guard down, and, he fixes that in the future.
Yeah, they actually explain that in the future as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So...
I mean, it's not like it's just her that does it, it's, other things happen, but still. He still dies, and that kind of irked me.
yeah, they make it very clear that as a hunter or predator or whatever they call it, that should not have happened. And it did happen because he was not yet a real hunter or predator or whatever they're calling him.
Ah.
Because he wasn't the cold-blooded killer that he needed to be. So, that is explained quite well. And the whole fic is tied together quite well. So, absolute credit to this author. I actually want to see if he's written anything else. He or she, not entirely sure. Oh yeah. He did actually write some other stuff. The Throne of Shiro, by the way. Fate Stay Night fic where there's a throne of heroes that is all dedicated to different versions of Shiro.
Huh.
They're all from fanfictions. I, I kind of want to read that, but I kind of want to don't because the concept is so great on its own that it makes me laugh. Uh, yeah. So, I, in fact, as we speak, I'm going to add a follow to this writer just to see anything else that he comes up with because I think he's that good. I want to see more from him. So, that's me done gushing about the first one. Moving on to the second, which is Timeline of Fate, which was the fic that just updated while we were doing the episode. Fate Stay Night is a time travel fic. To clarify what I mean by time travel, I mean time travel. Shiro goes back in time to Arthurian England.
I think I've read this one.
It's it's good. It's absolutely good. Portrays some of the period quite well. Some of it, not all of it. It's still very. I'm not entirely sure what the word would be. It feels very
Medieval?
clean for,
Oh.
pre-medieval England. We're talking Dark Ages at this point. It's like the 6th century or something. It should not be as clean as it is made out to be. Even when it's made dirty, it still feels very clean.
Right.
So,
Do you think the author doesn't know what it would be like, so he can't replicate it, or is it just doesn't have the balls to do it?
I think, I think the author knows what it was like. No, I don't actually. I think that the author is going based off of certain TV shows that may have portrayed the period recently. Like, for example, a little show called Merlin, which, did exactly that. They just borrowed the depiction of the period and then just threw Fate Stay Night stuff on top of it. So,
Oh
Arthur's
yeah,
woman.
I've read this. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
read this.
Yeah, it's pretty good. A lot of the character interactions are pretty good. Despite the fact that Shiro is there, I don't think anything of the Arthurian legend has actually been changed. And it probably should have by now.
Yeah.
You see, he seems like more of a bystander just in this.
Yeah, a lot of the time he does. Just sort of being there. And as someone who should probably know the general idea of what happens at the end of the Arthurian legend, I feel like he should be more proactive in trying to stop it. I mean,
You'd think.
yeah.
Has he gone through like Unlimited Blade Works before, or
No, this is
Nope.
before the entirety of Fate Stay Night happened. This is he gets sent to Rin's house to pass her some homework, and he basically ends up breaking into her house because she won't answer, or to find out that she's okay, and interrupts her during a ritual and gets sucked into a portal and goes back in time. Is what happens.
that seems like about his luck, honestly.
Yeah, so all he has to his name is some minor skills with a bow and the very, very basic magecraft that he had, which was the making his own circuit from his nerves, and what was the other thing that he could do? Structural grasp and maybe a little bit of reinforcement, but not much.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
That
so he
was
couldn't
his-
do very much. But, it feels like it could be doing more to change the story, the legend, than it does. But
I suppose he's not exactly bonded to anybody, so he has no real reason to change anything.
except he does because he gets to know all of the characters and likes them and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ends up a squire of the Round Table as the plot goes on. And The relationship dynamics are done mostly well. There are some things that are a bit weird, but mostly it's done quite well. I just wish it went a bit further in trying to change things up.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's more of a period piece than a fic, so it's not what the author's going for, I guess. So I can't complain too much. It's okay. Give it a look if you're a Fate Stay Night fan. Next, we have Son of Sparta DXD.
Alright. I'm already turned off from the title a lot.
Yeah. So
I saw way too many Devil May Cry Naruto crossovers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Devil May Cry High School DxD, if you couldn't guess from the title. By Devil May Cry, I mean the original, where he was cool-ish. It's okay. It's not great. It's not amazing. It's okay. It is entertaining in parts. It seems to take the Devil May Cry anime into part of the canon for whatever reason. I don't understand that at all.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's very strange. But it's the first time I've seen a specific thing that I very much kind of like, and that is Great Red, the Dragon of Dragons, the most powerful being in the universe, multiverse maybe, as sort of a Deus Ex Machina to get crossover characters into the series that you're trying to get them into.
How so?
Basically, Devil May Cry 2 at the end, the engulfing silence, the fucking fire person demon thing, basically dies and thinks, okay, I'm taking this guy with me, and transports him to the whatever it's called, the place that Great Red is, the Infinite Undiscovery or whatever it's called, I forget.
Mm-hmm.
And basically he goes kind of insane, the engulfing silence does, and says, laughing insanely because, you know, he's gonna fucking die. He's like, the thing that's here is going to kill you. And it's going to kill me too, but it's going to kill you, and that's all I care about at this point, because I've got nothing to lose. And then Great Red shows up and fucking sneezes on him or something and sends him to DxD. Because, no, well, not quite. Actually, it kills the engulfing silence because fuck that guy, he's a dick, and he invaded my territory for no reason. I fucking don't tread on my lawn kind of thing is the reaction that it's portrayed as. Get off my lawn. And then starts studying Dante and, you know, reading his history and stuff through mind reading or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dante decides to be cocky, as is his nature. And Great Red's reaction is to finger flick him into the DxD universe. So, yeah, as premises go, it's not bad. It's definitely interesting. A lot of the interactions between the Devil Arms, there's not been much of it so far, but so far it's been mildly entertaining. Just how fucking Alistair feels completely abandoned for the sake of the obviously inferior sword that Dante uses. I miss that lightning sword, by the way. So much better than Rebellion. Jesus Christ. It stabbed him the first time he saw it. It was great. To fucking pull himself off the long way.
That certainly set the scene for the rest of the game, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Oh, that was...
It wasn't 10 minutes in, was it?
It was the second mission, I think.
Yeah, it didn't take long. What sword did you use before that, anyway? The one you used
Force
now,
Edge.
or?
It was Force Edge, the weapon that Sparta was sealed into, the actual scythe, axe, sword thing.
Hmm.
You know, the Infinity +1 weapon. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. It's not gotten very far. It's only 2 chapters, 15,000 words.
Poor Phantom. You're making me think of that game now, and I delivered a hella ass whooping on that spider like 8 times before he finally died.
Yeah, that spider. I loved fighting that spider. That was great. That was a great boss fight. Very classic. I liked it. Yeah. So 2 chapters. Started in August, so it's still active. Give it a look if you feel like it. It's it's not a dark or heavy fic. It's not serious in the slightest. It's all just pure fun.
Much like Devil May Cry itself, it's in onto its own joke. So
Yeah, it gets the tone.
Full on crack, or is it just not serious?
It's just not serious. It's not cracky or anything. Okay, next. We have 4 left, technically. I've forgotten what this one was. So I forget what this one was. That does not speak well of it.
Not really.
Okay, that's because it didn't actually do anything yet.
Oh.
Knights and Swords. Fate Stay Night, High School DxD. You might be noticing a theme. I basically found one author, went through his favorites list. I found another author that I could do that with. So, there's a lot of High School DxD, there's a lot of Fate Stay Night. In fact, I think it was Erickson, the other guy, the 8th Dragoon guy, whose favorites I went through. Alright. Once again, I bring up the Great Red bringing characters into the High School DxD universe, because it happens again.
Better or worse way?
Worse. Because it's taken a little bit more seriously.
Oh.
So this is end of Fate Stay Night. Shiro orders Saber to destroy the Grail, and the Grail, in response, reads Shiro's mind and sees the wish that they could be together. That he and Saber could be together.
Wait, what's this one called?
Knights and Swords.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't read it, but I've read one that's had the exact same premise.
Yeah, so basically the Grail twists that wish into sending Shiro and Saber into the Infinite Undiscovery, or I'm just going to call it that from now on because I can't remember the name. Into there so that they can be together and then get killed by Great Red. Not that he knows Great Red is there, because as the Grail is being destroyed and what's-his-name is escaping his death because it's being unwritten or whatever, he decides to look in on Shiro and Saber as they get killed. And Great Red is once again like, get off my lawn. So that's the end of the Grail. You're starting to see why I like this trope. But then it goes in a direction, and Great Red is like, oh, these are interesting people and cool and awesome, and ooh, look at how cool these people are. And so it gives them power-ups and then sends them on their way into the High School DxD universe.
They need power-ups?
Not really. Well, Saber didn't, because fucking Excalibur, the real one, which is a big deal with capital B, capital D in the DxD universe. But Shiro got turned basically half dragon, I think, or something. And other stuff happened, and he got a sacred gear, because reasons.
Plot. Let's just say it.
Everyone needs a sacred gear in that universe, so, I mean...
Yeah,
seemingly.
basically. Yeah. So, it's not gotten anywhere where I can really comment on its quality yet. It's... functionally, it's fine. Decent writing, good grammar, good punctuation. It has not done anything to wow me yet, but like I say, it's only 2 chapters. And it last updated on August 18th, so it's still active.
Which
I will be keeping watch on it,
Go ahead.
just to see whether it does anything interesting to wow me. but I have not seen anything amazing yet. So I'm not quite gonna recommend it yet until it does something cool. But I've mentioned it, so there you go. Swinging Pendulum by I have forgotten my Welsh pronunciation, but I'll just say Quiscross because it's Zeus Cross. Cywscross. Fucking Welsh. I have no idea how to pronounce these in that language. I don't think it's the same. Okay. Another time travel fic. Opening plot is Ichigo is getting executed for killing Aizen and becoming a Vizard. As are the other Vizard. So they're all getting killed, basically.
Wait,
Except
for the killing Aizen part mostly, or is it the Vizard
the
part
Vizard thing.
mostly? Okay.
Yeah, so all the others get killed, and then Ichigo gets sentenced to imprisonment for slaying Aizen, because that's quote-unquote better. Ichigo gets visited by the Soul King and says, hey, go back in time to fix all this, because we need the Vizard, and we need the Quincy, and we need just about every kind of fucking, spiritual race that exists. They need to exist.
We need variety in the universe, apparently.
Sure, why not?
Keep that gene pool loose.
Yeah. Also, gross.
It's better than what I was going to say when you said the name of the fic, so be grateful.
Gross. Yeah, so he goes back in time to... I'm not sure what exact year it is. I think it's just over 100 years before Bleach Canon.
1996.
That one.
That one, as in you've read it before?
No, as in they had the flashback manga chapters that were 100 years ago.
Yeah,
those.
So this is before Kayan died, before the Vizard thing happened, and all that stuff. Ichigo is in Soul Society, and he is Ichigo Shiba. Basically adopted because he looks so much like Kayan, and it's accurate because he is actually a Shiba, technically. Yeah, so he gets sent to the academy because he shows up in Rukongai with his Zanpakuto. So, automatically sent to the academy. He graduates within 1 year, though it hasn't technically gotten that far yet. I want to praise this fic a great deal because of its character interactions and character portrayals. It is very good at them. Because Ichigo feels very much like Ichigo, if a bit broken, in the psychological sense rather than in the, fucking manga sense, shonen sense.
Which also makes sense, considering what happened.
So, the interactions between those two are very interesting. The very specific lack of interactions between Ichigo and Ishin are brilliant. I want to clarify that this alternate universe that this takes place in, the Winter War was actually a war and lasted a lot longer than a winter.
Alright.
Most
That's
of the
always
people,
nice to see, if they actually do it well.
Yeah. Most of the people that Ichigo knew died. Including his family. So going back in time and seeing a young Ishin Shiba is a little bit jarring, and he does not react very well. So I absolutely recommend this fic for its character interactions and just seeing an interpretation of the characters if things had gone worse. An interpretation of the characters that we didn't get to see a lot of, like Kayan and fucking early days Rangiku and Gin. Because they were friends at one point and they were interesting characters, and Gin was already on his self-sacrifice bent. Or at the very least his killing Aizen bent. Sorry, you were saying?
I said that was fast.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
didn't know he started that until much later.
Yeah, basically, as soon as he got out of the academy and ended up underneath Eisen. Because he was third seat, while Eisen was lieutenant, I believe. Or at least in the fic he was. I don't know whether that's canon. Yeah, so absolutely check this fic out if you like Bleach. Just generally. If you still like Bleach, or if you like Bleach when it was good, then check this out because it's very good. Worth looking at. Birth by Fire, there's 2 left, so we're almost done.
That
Shiro
one
was
sounds
rescued by
familiar.
Kirei Kotomine rather than Kiritsugu.
Yeah, I think I've read that one.
Quite possibly. His first reaction upon seeing Kirei is not, "Wow, you're a hero for saving me. I want to see I want to have a smile like that one day when I save people." It is Kirei smiles at him and he's like, "Wow, maybe this fire that killed everyone around me, maybe it's to burn things like that." That is literally word for word his reaction. So,
Wow. It's pretty mature for like a 6-year-old.
mm, well, I can't really speak to that, but sure. Yeah, so he grows up to be a fucking pyromaniac and executor for the church. And it's pretty
Huh.
interesting. A lot of it. Obviously, eventually it gets the Grail War, and his summon is still Saber. It is not the same Saber.
Is it the red one? Saber Alter?
Quite possibly. I don't know the differences. I know there were 4 of them in that one fic that I read, where there were 4 sabers. It is
I
the
mean, was it one of those?
it is the Roman style one, if that helps.
Ah, yeah, that's the red one.
Okay, yeah. So it's a fun fic. It's absolutely a fun fic as far as Fate's Day fics go, because fucking God knows they tend to be bleak as hell. But yeah, quite fun, quite entertaining in general. There's not much more I can say about that one because it's pretty damn good, and people should look at it if they're Fate's Day fans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just
I'll be checking that one out. It sounds good.
not even just to generally recommend it as, you should probably look at it, as in, yeah, fucking read that one. It's definitely worth your time. And last but not least, but I'm not exactly thrilled about it, is In Flight
Fucking
by
knew you were gonna bring that one up. Ah.
Gabriel Blessing.
You see, remember that week I recommended the Familiar of Zero and Fate's Day one?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna recommend this one first, and that was the one I said was probably gonna piss you off when I recommended it.
Right, well, I finished reading it recently. Like, I went to bed like 6 hours ago, and then got up to record this podcast. And I'm kind of ambivalent towards it for the most part. It's good. Absolutely, it's good. It's very well written. The character dynamics are interesting, mostly. It's still a Sekirei fic.
That's it. There you go. That's what I was hoping for. We're expecting.
It's still a Sekirei fic, and it takes the perspective of the Sekirei from a Magus perspective, and that I get, but I don't like.
From a what's perspective?
A Magus perspective.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I get it, I still don't like it. So,
You see, I didn't. I decided to like call an audible during the recommendations part or recommendations because if you hadn't read it yourself, you would have blasted it just from hearing me explain it or try to and fail.
See, here's the thing. I don't straight up hate all Sekirei fics. There has been one that I recommended, I believe. I can't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure I have. I don't hate all of them, but it takes a very specific approach for me to like it. That was it. It was the Bleach one, where Ichigo takes the perspective of, okay, all of these people are in trouble, and I want to help protect as many of them as I can. And that's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was the approach he was taking. It
That was
had
a good one,
nothing.
too.
It had nothing to do with the whole finding a mate or anything like that. Nothing to do with it. That was the approach that I liked. But the Magus perspective is, this race is interesting. I want to find out more about them and understand what makes them tick. And while Shiro is more benevolent about that than most, it still inevitably takes the turn that Sekirei tends to.
He has his moments, that's for sure.
Mm. So, like I say, I'm ambivalent about the whole thing. I like some elements. I still really dislike a lot of the Sekirei elements, as you can expect. So, it's a Gabriel Blessing fic. As I understand it, that is kind of a big deal. He is kind of a big name as far as fanfiction goes. So, you know, take a look.
See, anything with Sekiro attached to it is automatically going to get you to roll your eyes at the very least.
As I said,
it's the series
it'll
itself.
make me roll my eyes, but I'll still give it a try. And like I said, I did just finish reading it like 6 hours ago. I just finished reading 762,000 words in like 3 days.
Which didn't
It did grip me.
Yeah.
It did keep me reading. I will give it that credit. It was that gripping that it managed to keep me reading through the whole thing. So, credit where it's due. Alright.
Did it start to bog down when it got into a lot of technical stuff from Fate's Day, or?
It did and it didn't. See, yes, it did go into that a lot, but it also gave other characters reactions to that kind of thing, which was still somewhat interesting.
Ah, alright.
Other people's reactions into how Magecraft actually works are still interesting in how they realize, holy shit, this is really fucking complicated.
And or horrifying.
Yeah. So, what was the other one? The Fate's Day Sword Art Online cross? That did that quite well as well. Like, with people realizing healing spells, oh, they will eventually kill me if I try and use them too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing is really interesting, and I like that. So, the exposition dumps didn't really bother me because we got people to sound that stuff off of. Usually in the form of Matsu or the other Sekirei.
Usually Matsu, yeah.
Usually
she
Matsu.
was the one who caught on to it.
Yeah. So, I enjoyed it. Holy shit, we're at hour and 48.
Wow.
Yeah, it won't be too difficult to find a fucking name for this episode, I think. I'd recommend it if you're okay with Sekirei.
So just say you recommend it, because just say you recommend it.
I recommend it if you're okay with Sekirei.
From you, that's as good as just saying you recommend it, okay? You're
It
never
is,
gonna be...
basically. I probably am in a vast minority by how offended I am by Sekirei. I understand that. But
The level of offended, yes, but being offended by it, probably not.
So, if you can tolerate Sekirei, then go for it. Absolutely go for it. It is very well constructed fic. The plots are well constructed. The character interactions are well established and carried out well as well. So, absolutely, If you can tolerate Sekirei and all of the baggage that goes with it, absolutely go for it. Read it, knock yourself out. It's 760,000 words, it's going to last you a long time. Go for it. Enjoy. My compliments. Right. And I guess that is the end of Casey's what the fuck we're talking about kind of rant.
You forgot your
about-
own stupid name for the segment.
Yeah, I think he willingly forgot it, actually.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad name. Yeah, so that's the end of that segment.
Yeah, you kind of took the fun time out of it with the the end there, with your begrudging approval of your own fic.
Yeah, not my own
Choice.
fic.
Well, your own chosen fic.
It's not really chosen, it was just something that I gave a shot, and I enjoyed it-ish. So, with how much I hate Sekirei, if I can say I enjoyed a fic that had Sekirei in it, huh?
True.
Just basically just praising the Bleach one a lot more. Now I realize. Oh well. Are we actually going to have time to do any other topics?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 50-ish, so...
I mean,
Well.
like, give recommendations, then
Yeah, let's talk about fanfiction some more.
follow it.
Well, I guess we got some more spare topics.
That is what we do, mostly.
Yeah. So we got 3 more spare topics, yay! And, Boy Be Fresh or whatever your name was, that, Saturday morning cartoons thing is a question, but we're going to turn it into a topic when Zero gets back.
I swear
Yay.
to God, we're gonna do it. We want
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, we wanted to wait till Zero gets back.
Yeah, we apologize for that, but, you know, we wanted to buy time. So we just filled up with bullshit topics that we're not even going to do. So,
I'm kind of
Oh, well.
disappointed.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hurts my
Yeah.
heart. I worked hard coming up with those topics.
hang on.
You came up with one.
Did you? Did you actually come up with a topic?
Not in
I'm
this
not seeing
show,
any.
but not in this show, but yes. I think there's one that you logged for later.
What was it?
Hold on, let me find it again.
Getting back into it.
No.
No, that was
wasn't
the
it.
carryover.
Writing canon characters with undefined personalities. I'm not sure. if
Oh,
you
right,
logged
I
that or
forgot to
not.
add that. Okay. There you go. That's a nice typing sound for you. Because that needed to be in the episode. We're so professional.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright, recommendations. I think I just gave like 7 of them, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, probably.
Slicer?
All right. I'm unsure about this one, but there's a Harry Potter X-Men Evolution, and then eventually all of Marvel crossover again. A Third Path to the Future. It's mostly focused on X-Men though. The other, like the Fantastic Four, are there, and in fact he joins them first. Not officially, but as in he lives in the building for a while because they rescue him from the negative zone.
Is this
Which
the
he
one
gets
where he
trapped in.
rescues the baby at the beginning?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. I read that and decided I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big comic guy, so, you know.
I'm not either, actually. I have a friend who keeps trying to get me into Marvel, and I'm just, no. I'm not gonna read 50 years of comics just to feel caught up, because I couldn't just pick somewhere and start. I would need to go to the very beginning, and that would take a long time.
Well, it's not like it's not like you have to read everything. You could just pick a character and just say, "Okay, I'm going to read this character."
Yeah, that would be the easiest part, but still, that's a lot of content.
Yeah, but they've done several restarts and stuff, so you could just pick, "Okay, I'm going to start from this restart," and then just go from there.
Ugh, retcons.
Hmm.
Anyway, it's kind of wish fulfilling, and it's kind of convenient how many things Harry has in a trunk that shrunk down. But to the Fix credit, he did plan out. He walked into the Vale after everything was over, and things happened. Not depressing things, but still. and so he planned everything out. He got all his stuff together. So it makes sense that he would have it, but it's kind of strangely convenient, I suppose, that it's exactly what he needs. Other than that, the characters are fairly well written, even if it is kind of falling into the harem trope of single note characters sometimes. Yeah. But it's an enjoyable read, and it's let me check here. It's really a big fic. Of course, this page doesn't load great. I can't check, but it's like 300,000 words or something. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was off by a lot. Okay, 663,000.
Okay, it's another one that would take you a while.
Yeah, a time waster, if nothing else. So even if you don't like it, then you can read it and turn your brain off.
Fair enough.
And that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. And have you got anything, Ken?
No. There you go.
I gave you 2 hours of me basically talking,
I told you.
just so you could find a recommendation. You got nothing.
Is that why you did that? Really? To give me time to find the recommendation? Is that why? You
Sure.
Did that? Is that the magnanimous reason that you did that?
Possibly.
You recommended something that I had backlogged to recommend.
Well, if you had something backlogged, then you should have said you have a
In
recommendation.
Flight, whichever one, the Sekirei Fate Stay fic that he recommended. I was actually going to use that one this time.
In flight?
Yes, in flight.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you could recommend Gabriel's other fic. The other popular one he has.
Which one's that?
It's Fate Stay Night Monster Girl crossover. It's actually really good.
Oh,
I forget what it's called, but
Hero game protagonist?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing then?
Yeah, I think that's it. Because, do you know what Monster Girl is?
I do not, because I'm not aware of it.
It's, if memory serves, it's a
You
game
need to
where the protagonist fights monsters, and if he loses, then he gets raped to death by them.
Incredible. Okay.
Not always to death, but I mean, and the fact that he's a Shota.
Near death.
Yeah.
Near death, then. Near death.
Yeah, in fairness, in absolute fairness, the first one does keep him alive, so she can feed on him for about a decade.
Yeah, that slime is brutal.
I thought it was the
Yeah.
plant girl. Oh yeah, that's the second one. Okay, the second one, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, the song by Ken Ashcorp, "Touch Fluffy Tail." You need to listen to that. It's good, and it's
Fuck.
about that game.
I'm just filling out the link dump, so you're gonna have to tell me what that was again. Slice, huh?
There,
Oh, you've sent me a link.
I sent it. Not a link, just the name of the song.
Okay. Fair enough. So, there we go. I guess we're pretty much done at an hour and 50. That's not bad. An hour and 58. That's basically 2 hours.
A few
Cool.
minutes short, but I mean, we could just dick around for a few minutes if you guys want. Not sure how, but
So how you doing?
pretty good.
I'm doing bad, man. I can't punch anyone in the face next week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
It is.
Oh well.
I'm feeling pretty confident because I'm just destroying people left and right in Dark Souls 2.
God damn it.
Actually, you know, Ken, you could just punch someone in the face.
I can't do that because then I'm a contributing member of society. I can't just hit people in the face. Can I?
Wait, didn't you say your brother got back?
Yes.
Hit him in the face.
Hmm.
You didn't consider this.
I didn't because I was happy to see him. Why would I hit someone I'm happy to see?
Because he's your brother. That's
Yeah,
what
but
brothers do.
yeah, I hit him in the face when I'm tired of his face. And those
Oh.
days are long since past. I'm happy to
Oh,
see him
okay.
again.
Oh, you're at the lovey-dovey phase of your relationship.
Yeah, he's not though,
Oh.
so it's kind of awkward.
Oh, right.
He doesn't like anything.
Okay, well, taunt him into punching you in the face, and then punch him in the face in retaliation.
Hmm.
I'm all about the plans today.
But I have to get hit, and part of fighting is not getting hit.
I remember an idiom from some famous fighter or something that you let them do something, hit you, and while they're doing that, you break their bones or something. I forget what the whole thing is.
Take a bruise to break a bone, break
Something
a
like
bone
that, yeah.
or take a bone breaking. It's something like that. It escalates, yeah.
I think that's a Bruce Lee quote.
Probably.
It's not. It's much more eloquent and well said, but I think it's. A
We
Bruce
don't
Lee.
remember what the quote is, that's why.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna wrap it up. What the fuck are we talking about?
Alright.
I don't know.
Has
You're
it
the
been
one
long
that-
enough? Have we officially hit 2 hours?
Yes, we have. So I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the
Awesome.
Fandom Flux podcast. By the way, how much of a delay are you on, Slicer? If you would like to get in contact with us, you can do so through the blogspot page with the comments or own personal profiles on fanfiction.net, or through the comments on the YouTube channel, or the videos. Videos makes more sense, 'cause I don't think we get comments on the channel.
I don't
what was
think
I
that's
saying?
possible.
I think you can on some channels. I don't know. Once again, I would like to thank everybody for listening to the Fandom Flux podcast. Bye now. Bye now.
See ya.
Thank you. Seriously, what kind of...
That was a heck of a pause. Yeah, my internet just went to crap, I think. So